This NFL Next Team odds edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
Hey everybody, Joe Theismann here. You're listening to SGPN. So do this, let it ride.
One of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green, with my partner in picks, Ryan, real money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Hello, Sean.
What's happening?
A, glad to be back talking football. B,
yes.
A lot of feedback about Moneyline Mac running out of gas. I got a couple empty shots from people in the DMs. I saw a couple people posted full gas tank shots. On the
I'm annoyed because I got gas today and I forgot to. I was going to. My light was on, and I was going to post a photo. Mac, what do I do here? But I forgot to take.
This is what you do, and I'm going to do the same thing when next time I fill up. It's just you're looking live.
Yeah. Hanging out with us in studio from the Bottom Line Bombs podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. You know him, you love him. CJ Sullivan. What's happening, CJ?
What's up, fellas? Yeah, that was breaking news to me about Mac running out of gas.
Running out of gas and calls 911.
Calls 911. Now, my first question, I thought it'd be a stupid question, but apparently did not come up on the show last night. Obviously, he does not have AAA. That would be the guy I would call before 911.
Yeah. Well,
do you think people? No, this is more of a generational thing.
Yeah.
Do you think because? I feel like most of us have AAA because our parents had AAA.
Mine was passed down,
and it was honestly I didn't even know about the roadside assistance stuff until I was older. It was the place I went with my dad to get the map for wherever we're traveling
get
to.
McNally's.
And that was, I think, for him, it was just like access to
unlimited maps.
Very, very good deal on maps if you're going to get enough
Great
of them.
maps. I go into the offices still here in Los Angeles. I get my insurance from AAA.
Also,
nice.
The hack when I first moved out here that I learned about was you can do the majority of the things you would need to go to the DMV for at a AAA location.
Right.
So for a very long time now, it did turn out to creating a problem that I'm still dealing with today in terms of my registration. But for a while, I was registering my car at AAA.
Yeah. What did 911 do when he received that phone call? What was their reaction?
No, so we were just getting this story secondhand from Colby. So it sounded like eventually someone showed up with a gas can and charged him $180. So.
Oh no, that's right. He said the police sent it out, which is kind of wild, right? Like it's kind of wild. Well, it's like kind of nice that they have hey, I ran out of gas service.
No, but you could also just call a tow truck company. I mean, there's a million different ways, and most insurances have roadside assistance.
Sean, as someone who deals with children a lot, like especially my oldest daughter drives.
Yeah,
there are a lot of things that
would she call 911? Well, she'd call you.
In general, think about how anything is accomplished by a young person.
Yeah.
If I don't know how to do it, let me look on YouTube for a video to show me how. And so when you get to these decision points, it's going to be, well, what's YouTube when you're out in the wild? Well, I know about 911.
Right. That's
Maybe
true.
I should just call them. Now, would my children do it? No, they if I've equipped them with anything, can you change?
I'm Googling. I Googled what should you do when you run out of gas? Call roadside assistance like AAA, a friend, or 911 if on a dangerous highway.
Oh my God.
On a dangerous highway.
Come on.
Listen, there's a lot of things on your phone that I would do before I call 911 in that situation. Gas stations near me. You Google that first of all. Is it walkable?
Yeah.
2, call an Uber. If it's not,
Yeah.
You know, have it sit there, buy a tank of gas there. They have the tank. You don't need the thing in your trunk. They'll have it there. Go into the station, you buy it, and you head right back there.
Or
and you fill the damn car up. Then you drive to the gas station, fill it up.
Or you call a tow truck company because they will. The same guy that comes and jumps your battery if it dies will also have a tank of gas and will.
That's true.
Now you have to deal with the shame of the tow truck driver, and they will shame you.
Yeah, they'll shame you for sure. They can't wait to shame you. That'd be my second to last resort behind 911 as a tow truck company.
The best was me and my buddies drove up to Canada. It was like we're 19 because you could gamble up there, or whatever. Yeah. Got in an accident driving on the highway. It was a snowstorm, so probably should have canceled the Montreal strip club and casino trip, but we still tried to power through. And then the guy was like, "Where are you going?" Like, we were trying to drive to Montreal, and the guy goes, "In a snowstorm?" Like, yeah. What gave it away? It wasn't a good idea. The fact that we're towing my car.
But isn't that part of life? Like, you learn a lot from those angry.
Right. Yeah.
Well, in general, right? There are a lot of professions, I feel like, where when you brought your thing to them in a state where you were clearly being an asshole kid.
Yeah.
Not your parents, not related to you, but allowed to shame you and give you a strong lesson in not being a fucking asshole kid.
So is this the entire Mac to school mentality? Is he going back to like a college mentality?
Literally, like, hey, I got the change in my couch cushions.
Yeah,
and
I mean, he's supposed to. Did he just forget all his life lessons he's learned from 21 to whatever Mac is?
Great
now?
question. We have a lot of questions for Mac.
Yeah.
By the way, real quick, this is maybe the first time I think I've been on this show without you wearing green, Sean, or any kind of evil green. That's why I even did the yellow in the middle. I want to do like a yellow and blue McGreen type of situation. Even though you're still Sean Green, it's not the same. It's odd singing giant blue.
Well, this is our buddy, our buddy Mike Burns, comedian. I'm rocking his Power Moves
Golf,
merch.
dive bars and bogey. Shout out to Mike Burns out in Saginaw, Michigan.
Yeah, the genius behind the Dad Boner Twitter account, if you remember that, and still going and does a bunch of cool stuff. Yeah, it was. I got plenty of Eagles shirts still in the rotation. Rare off day though.
All right,
and
it's off season. There's nothing wrong with it. It was just shocking to the eyes. You know.
You bring up that would be an interesting. Like scavenger hunt for a gift card. When's the last time Sean wore a SGPN brand or Eagles gear or Philly
pretty
sports?
Much always what I wear.
Yeah, so
occasionally you'll get a Grateful Dead T-shirt in.
That's true. I'd include that in the swagger. Like
okay.
Specifically, it would be SGPN merch, Grateful Dead / Philly sports / Lehigh.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a lot of other.
I think after that you can kind of.
That is the majority of my clothes.
A brewery or an alcohol. I don't know.
Jameson sends me a T-shirt. I'll wear that.
I don't even know. Random sponsor.
Was it that Adam Sandler movie, Anger Management? When he was in it was like he had to go to anger therapy, whatever. And there was when the Philly fan was there, and like every other session he had a different Philly, like full on uniform, like either Iverson, Hawk Flyers,
the Iverson one, really.
McNabb. It was great.
Yeah, it is now that I'm thinking about it, because normally the pre-show routine, like Sean often is not wearing what he wears on the show,
right?
He goes into hair and makeup.
Sure, like
and
we all
wardrobe.
do. We all got to put on a show.
Well, yeah, sometimes, especially if we're doing 2 shows in a day, I don't like continuity. Not that I'm much of a diva, but I like having a different shirt on each episode.
But also, you know, it's like going to any other sort of job. Like the football players don't show up in their jersey.
No,
they get dressed in the locker.
I mean, we have
room.
a locker. Why not
that's
use
what I mean. This is a locker room. Yep. We do actually have a wardrobe closet. Where we have, that's where our Masters jackets live in the off season. Right. And I think anyway, but the point what I was making was most of the shit around here is either SGPN related or Eagles or Philly sports. So, I mean, you can see behind them, there's not much of a diversity in.
Right. But I know what you mean. Switchy wardrobe for continuity. So it does the audience doesn't feel like they're being lied to. Like, wait, it was the same day with the shot. Cause I just recorded a bottom line bombs in the yellow, which pops, you know what I mean? Right. Exactly. So I'm like, well, maybe I should take it off for this one, but now I'm glad it's on because it's necessary with 2 dull blues to my left if I will.
All right, next team NFL odds. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Well, before I feel like there are.
We almost look like Team Sweden, actually.
Well,
think about it. Shout out to USA for beating them, but
shout out to the prediction markets for kind of pushing the envelope or allowing the envelope to be pushed on these because. I mean, people are listing markets for guys where it's just like, what are we like Josh Allen has a market in this world. Anyway, really? Sean, sorry, I did not mean to interrupt.
Well, that's
we're not going to talk. Market. We're not going to go to the silly season.
Joey Burrow has a market.
Yeah, well, Joe Burrow. I mean, we can talk about that one, but
that's equally as silly as Josh Allen.
That's what I mean.
Ways,
ridiculous.
Right? Like, do we not remember what the Bengals did to Carson Palmer? They put him in a fucking gimp box and said, "Yeah, all right, you retire, bitch."
Yeah, I would say. Well, I would say Josh Allen is slightly. I don't know. How did they actually word the Josh Allen?
Well, you know what? Why don't I just pull it on the screen?
Because is it his next team that's not the Bills? Is it just who he takes a snap for at the start of this season?
It would be hilarious if he demanded a trade and then left them with Joe Brady as their head coach. It's like, wait, but this is your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'll pull him up. I'll pull it up in a second, Sean.
I would be shocked if Joe Burrow went anywhere.
That's
but
crazy.
at least there you could talk me into the idea because he was sad and had some upset. Like at least there's some.
He was sad.
Some thread that you could pull on to maybe. And there was this rumors the Vikings want to trade for him, but I mean,
who doesn't want to trade for him?
Joe Burrow.
I mean, where's he going to go though? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could pull a LeBron and just leave. I mean, he's an Ohio kid. Maybe go to LSU, go down to rekindle LSU days. Go down to New Orleans, kick Shuck out.
This is how all of them are worded. Basically, one and just so quick explainer. Essentially, the way that prediction markets work is the prediction market aggregates all the markets related to a single player in one. Well, it's a little confusing to think about because typically when we look at a futures market, it's one market. All the prices are kind of tied to one another. In these, it's not right because they're all technically individual markets,
right?
And so they're not necessarily tied in the same way. But
because you see all the percentages and it's like, hey, that doesn't add up. But to your point, it's because they're each their own market.
Yeah, and to pull back the curtain,
which makes sense.
Not only that, but you also have the idea that you're going to add up as the market starts and is as inefficient as it will be. You'll have more overhead.
Yeah. No,
and fees because the fees will represent a larger percentage of the overall market. And as the market becomes efficient, I believe that number kind of essentially is like one of those curves that never gets to nothing because there is going to be some sort of fees on top of it. So it will always add up to.
Can you scroll down and see what the exact wording is? If it is the start of the Okay, so September 1st, 2027.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay, so that you're like 1 year ahead.
Someone's getting cute.
Fair enough.
But again, that's why you got to read the fine print on all this.
Also, the thing I would recommend to anyone who's interested in this kind of thing is if you see only one side and you don't see a percent, especially when you don't see anything on the no, this is not a real market. Yeah. Nothing is like it's not. There's nothing real about this market.
Now, this is new to sports betting, but obviously not new as far as trading goes. It's been around for 100 years. This is like you used to be able to short like wheat and things like that, like goods like you know what I mean.
Still
like,
can.
Commodity trading. Absolutely, that's exactly what this is. And they're like, well, why don't we just become government bookies here and do everything on this?
I like that.
Well, what's Selig? I only remember his name because it stood out as reminding me of Bud Selig. The current chairman.
He's been on a hilarious media tour. Yeah.
No, but who? What? It's
the Kalshi guy.
U.S. Commodities Futures Trading Commissioner Selig, Michael Selig.
Michael Selig, yep.
He came out with a very strong statement recently, basically saying we have to protect our derivative market, aka the federal government made a strong stance to say that the states that are going to be going after these markets look to see us in court. And so very good for the prediction markets, I believe, at least initially on the surface, but also that's, you want to really, you're going to visit your in-laws, maybe talk to them about the derivative market, the short-term derivative markets that you crushed over the Super Bowl. You know, talk to them.
That's good.
How you're
Spread
looking.
the word.
Talk to them about how you're looking for some positions in the next team derivative markets. You'll come off not looking like an
if you're on a first date, highlight your skills as a trader, not as a sports gambler.
Yes.
All right. Reminder: we are brought to you by Kalshi. Use that promo code SGPN. Get in, start trading away. I noticed a bunch of new deposit options. You can deposit with PayPal, Venmo, and of course, new traders get $20 in their account. Terms and conditions apply. Use that promo code SGPN. Kalshi, KALSHI. We're going to be pulling a bunch of trades right here, so looking forward to that. And we're also brought to you by Rebets. That's right, Rebet, baby. America's #1 social sportsbook and casino out there, available in 35 plus states, including Texas and California. Again, so just another way to get in on the action. Plus 100% purchase match up to $100 with promo code SGPN. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN.
All right, so let's. You want to start with Tua?
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, so
and of course.
And Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback.
Oh, so good.
he loves talking ball.
So let's talk about it.
All right, sorry, I got distracted. I was trying to pull some. I was going to pull something up that would allow us to see. Oh, here it is. Perfect. So again, we're doing a little how-to here. This is an important thing to always notice when you come to a market here. How much volume's in there? How real is the market? How efficient are the prices? Because again, we'll get to a couple that we're going to talk about today, where you're going to be like, how does this not? This doesn't add up. So almost 10 grand in action, which is pretty low. So kind of a new market. So maybe we can find some inefficiencies. And if you are a member over on Patreon and you have access to the sheets, what I did was I put a calculator in the sheet for this episode that converts the percentages to what your ears might hear and like to hear better, like plus 150, etc. So with Tua, I thought his market was kind of interesting because it made me think about some things I hadn't thought about. And that starts with, does he stay with the Dolphins?
Very likely. They don't want to, but I mean, the contract is just insane. You have, this is all depends on will someone take, I mean, Miami's gonna have to pay a lot of his money anyway.
Yeah.
But you need someone to take on. Still
seems like though they're willing to eat some cap.
Obviously, the Tyreek Hill and Chubb thing they just did. I mean, that's $57 million right there that they're going to eat that will not be on their rosters next year.
NFL's copycat league, and everyone sees what the Broncos just pulled off.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is while still paying Russ a lot of money.
You draft a quarterback.
You just as soon as you eat it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eat it all right in the same year. You're not competing.
Rip that Band-Aid off.
But you're not competing next year, right? Like that's why we like to look at the big dead cap teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. I don't think there's any. I actually not to be one of these like lame no kind of guys, but like, This is the no here almost look it is appealing.
No is 74 cents.
It's not fun to talk about, but it is possible. If they release him,
what
by
are
the way,
the chances he's on the team?
If they release
None,
they release him, $99 million in dead money towards a 26 salary cap. That's a huge number. 67 this year, 31.8 next year.
You can just take no, he won't be on the Dolphins.
That's like Russ,
$100, you get 32 back.
It's the same as Russ. It's very similar to Russ in the way because remember that was it was an it was like 90 million in dead whatever. But
this is coupled too with Hill, with Chubb, with a bunch. I mean,
I think you got to just do it.
You do have to do it, and I think they will be able to get somebody to trade, and because they'll take on a bunch of the money, and they'll still have to eat like $45 million even if they trade them.
Now,
but they get like $11 million in salary cap relief.
Now, so Ron in the chat, I can't tell if he's joking or not, but saying he should retire. That is a non-zero chance for a guy like Tua. Because yes, includes staying with the Dolphins or retiring. If Tua says, "Hey, they want to get rid of me," maybe there's an under the table deal. This owner's gotten in trouble before for that kind of stuff. Maybe he just says, "Hey, why don't you quote unquote do the Derek Carr, retire, turn down some of the guaranteed money?" Oh, all of a sudden he's involved in some real estate deals.
Tua is so stubborn though.
He does. yeah, he doesn't.
If he didn't retire after having a seizure on the field after like 9 brain
that's true.
injuries,
I guess
he's not going anywhere.
To your point, he doesn't strike me as a guy who loves football.
Yeah.
But he had his chance to retire and didn't seem that interested in it.
Couple teams interest me on here.
Okay.
Minnesota does not, although a lot of people did like Minnesota there.
Well, Rams are one of the favorites, which is surprising.
Which yes, and because Garoppolo is going to go, so they do want to back up. Actually, you mentioned Carr. I can see Carr coming back and being a retired.
Oh, supposedly
I like that.
He's
said
considering
on his
unretiring and playing for the Jets.
So I don't know how this has happened, but I now am getting fed the Carr Brothers podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where that's where he said. Well,
I like that.
In the context of his, even in the clip, so the aggregators were so like tone deaf to not even pull out the fact that I got to be honest. When he says this on the show, it is one. It's like he says it like this. Of course, I would come back and play if I had a starting job
and a chance to win the Super Bowl.
But Sean, he wasn't being serious. Is my point. I don't think he actually. I mean, he was kind of like, yeah, I'll take the bag if someone wants to give it to me.
Right.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I think there's a decent chance he ends up on the Jets.
Tua?
No, Derek Carr.
Oh, Derek Carr.
Because you look at all their hires, the guys they brought in. Why would they fire their OC late? Because the guy they brought in has a ton of connections to Derek Carr. And why would they do that? Because they think they can get Derek Carr, and they think that's a good idea. I'm telling you, it would not shock me if he ends up playing for the Jets.
Right, real quickly,
that would be amazing.
I'm looking at a couple of these things. They're saying the Vikings. The thing with the Vikings, because they brought in his old offensive coordinator, who was Frank Smith. He's a new assistant coach for Kevin O'Connell. He was too his OC in Miami, but wasn't Flores the one who treated him meanly, and that's why there's a whole lawsuit against that? It's a mean situation.
The lawsuit's a little bit different than that.
That's true. But it led into it. Whatever. That's what came out. The Colts actually interest me.
Yeah. So real quick, I didn't actually read off the percentages.
Okay.
So Rams 17%, Cardinals 13, Colts 11, Vikings 11, Steelers 10. Jets 7, Atlanta 6, Vegas 6, Cleveland 2, Bengals 1%. Those are the only markets to have taken any action.
None of them interest me. Colts and Cardinals interest me. Cardinals because they're in the exact same situation where they need someone to take on Kyler Murray for a trade.
Yeah.
How about they have a little gentleman's honor here? We'll take your garbage. We'll take your trash.
But I mean,
let's just move on.
Now, maybe I'm not looking at it like the Cardinals would look at it, but I would rather just have Jacoby Brissett than Tua.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you're not paying for much of it and you can just get rid of it, you know what I mean? And LaFleur and Hackett, they want a pocket passer. Why not add another one? You're not going to run Jacoby Brissett for 17 weeks though either.
It's true.
I mean, it'll be a reclamation project. They got weapons. They can split it half and half. I mean, you're not moving forward, but that's not what this move's about.
No,
you're taking Tua. You're not looking for the future.
Well, it's like the Giants taking Russell Wilson, right?
It's a stopgap, 100%, absolutely. Who I think might be the Kansas City Chiefs next quarterback. By the way, Russell Wilson. The Colts actually, I can see Steichen being like, maybe we can do something with this with the vertical, offense. I can see him and Ballard just taking a flyer on him, because they obviously going to Richardson's going to be gone, and Daniel Jones has got the injury question marks, obviously.
Yeah, if they don't have to pay, Colts are kind of interesting. I would also say,
this all hinders on knowing have to pay for Tua. Obviously, the brunt is going to be have to taken by Miami.
I think Atlanta is a team that should be considered for
Atlanta,
for Tua,
big time.
All right.
Because you don't know what you're getting with Penix. It sounds like Kirk Cousins might be going back to Minnesota. They're not going to run it back with Cousins. Mm-hmm. He actually played really well in that game in the dome.
Yeah, he beat him.
I think Tua needs to go to a dome place.
Who's the coach?
Who's the coach?
Stefanski.
Mm-hmm.
Tua would fit perfectly.
Yes.
Into the Stefanski style of offense. I think play action and deeper shot. The arm just isn't there, and I don't.
Two left-handed weak arm quarterbacks. You can rotate them in.
But that's part of my thought is if you have Penix and you're not out on him,
right?
It would make sense to have two lefties so you don't have to completely flip your offense around.
And again, Tua's not someone you're married to, right? He's just a guy. Keep the light on. I don't think Atlanta wants to totally tank. They spent too much on the defense, the defensive capital.
So
you could sell him to the fan base, maybe.
Plus 1,400 or plus 1,300.
Yeah, I'm
roughly.
firing on. Let's see if I can.
Who do I call?
I'm firing over on Atlanta. Yes.
Who do I call Kalshi to get a number? I don't see a number on a team. I wouldn't mind throwing a flyer.
Well,
I don't know how you
create a market. I believe
I create my own market.
I believe.
Oh, this is great.
So what are you thinking?
Well, let's just take a.
Well, because
how do you
all the
do that?
markets are there.
I didn't figure out how to.
all the markets are there. You just have to toss a little on there.
Well, yeah. So essentially, what they do for this type of thing is that once a market is created, they will create the shell for all.
Yep.
32 teams or whatever.
Interesting.
So give me the team you're looking.
I'm looking at Carolina.
Okay, let's.
Ooh, okay.
They brought in Darryl Bevell, who spent time with the Dolphins under McDaniel. He's connected with the offense there. Andy Dalton, I think, is only under contract for one more year. And pair up those Alabama quarterbacks, Tua and Bryce Young.
So according to this, you can get. It is going for 7 cents on the yes side. There are no. I don't think there's. They must be doing some sort of juice. I don't know what this is, like creating a floor. But they're calling it an 8% chance. So it's, but again, there's no real market because if we go to the no side, there's
no.
There's not enough contracts available. So
interesting.
I think in general that means you're probably like in the prediction market world, you're not getting a great price because there's no pressure coming the other way.
All right, so officially for me, I will take a couple bucks on the no just because
that's my bet.
It's a good price, and then I'll also take Atlanta at approximately 15-1 here. Feels like a fun one.
I'm gonna take Arizona and Indianapolis.
Okay, Arizona for CJ. I like where your head's at with the dome teams. I think if there's any hope of him having any success, it has to be in a dome.
That's true.
I mean, we didn't talk about but the Steelers, Jets, Browns.
Absolutely
now
not.
these teams are total disasters. So Tua ending up on a total disaster team makes a ton of sense in some ways. But
yeah, I mean, minus 300 that he's not on the Dolphins. That does feel like. I feel like I just deposited a bunch of. I kind of want to ship my whole account.
Oh, wow.
Go for it.
Wow.
Isn't this a lock?
Well, again, I think
there's a chance they keep him.
I will say the new gentleman.
There's a chance because it's a new regime, whatever. But I think you're still getting a good price at minus 300.
But do you think the chance is 25%?
No, I think it's like a 10%.
It's very difficult to move him, but he will be moved. And I think the moves of Tyreek Hill and Chubb, if anything, says the new general manager regime change is saying we need to clean house and start over, with our own guys. And Tua is part of this mess. That has to go. He just has to go.
Get him out of here.
I think Atlanta's in a tough cap spot too, but I'm with Sean on Atlanta and the no on.
No, it's easy.
All right,
money.
by the end of this episode, I might be coming back to put a lot
Set
on
up some burner Kalshi accounts.
I mean, I think I just might have to redeposit them. All right, let's
who we going to next?
Let's do Kyler. Again, check out the market. So this one has half the cash in it that the first one did. So less mature. We might have even a bigger percentage all added up. The rough when I pulled it 5 minutes ago, Minnesota 28%. Has it already? It's already moved around. I'm just going to read the live ones. We'll update in the sheet. Pittsburgh 26%, Minnesota.
But see, sorry, what am I missing here, Ryan? Because Pittsburgh says 26%, but yes is 5 cents.
Let's see this. Well, it's
because it just hasn't updated yet. Okay.
Well, no, it's still. Oh yeah, this is not accurate.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so it's dropped significantly since we pulled this very recently.
There was a lot of movement on this recently. Absolutely, for this market, Carl Murray market, and it was towards the Jets.
So the way that I generally would train your eyes to look at these markets, in a lot of cases, I would look towards the no, in terms of what the price actually is. So let's see if this gives me 16% versus. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so I don't fully understand some of it either. I think it's just not mature, but it means you can get a decent price on the no. I think because it's misrepresenting
is it crazy
the
to
yes.
play Kyler Murray to Atlanta as well here?
One of them's going to Atlanta, right?
It kind of feels like it, right? They just seem like such domed guys.
You're right.
I mean, the Jets, yeah, sure. I guess Jets need a quarterback, but I don't know. I kind of
the front
run back Justin Fields if I'm the Jets.
The front runners: Minnesota, Miami, Pittsburgh. He stays with Arizona, Cleveland, and the Jets.
Yeah,
and then there's a bunch of like Atlanta's a long shot. Raiders are a long shot. I think one more might have popped up since I pulled the data. No, that's it. Vegas. If I didn't mention Vegas, is Kyler going to be a starter?
Not 100%.
Like, do you think he'll be viewed as a start? Like this is
he will for the Jets.
Same thing for Tua.
He 100% will be for the Jets.
Yeah, and maybe he has enough juice to try and end up in New York. But is New York? Will New York have to give up much to get him?
I think it's gonna be like Tua. They're gonna want him off the team.
Yeah,
no,
like
absolutely.
It's probably gonna be like an Osweiler deal where they include picks.
Well, they have to. Yeah, they're gonna have to give out picks to get something back for sure. But yeah, they'll get a day 2 pick for him, I guess. You know, like swap a 6th and 7th round. But like that, he's another guy. It's like he's owed $36 million of fully guaranteed salary and bonuses. You know, and you have to you have to take on that price tag with it, and you know you're not giving up anything draft trade wise, that's for sure. Kind of like it's kind of like when Geno Smith was traded from Seattle to Vegas. You got like a late, you know, what they got a 4th round for him, but they had to take on that contract that he had.
Yeah, and I think this Pittsburgh is just a glitch on their site. Now that I'm clicking around. All right. I mean, this is definitely, to me, if Miami, I mean, this would be I think there's a better chance Kyler is still on the Cardinals versus Tua. I think why not swap Tua for Kyler?
That's what I was saying last time. Yeah. You take our trash, we'll take yours.
And then also Minnesota, you have to play, right?
You got to play Minnesota.
He's going to take another rehab quarterback. He has to.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Because he's got 9 and he's trash.
And he's got a Jones for it. Right. 100%.
I don't like this market.
New general manager there who got fired the day after Sam Darnold beat the Rams at the Senior Bowl because of that decision. So yeah, I like Minnesota a little bit. I mean, I don't see how you don't take a flyer on the Jets.
The Jets have to sign someone, right?
That's what I mean.
They
got money.
Is it Kyler though?
I mean, you know, who did they hire as their offense coordinator? You said they fired everyone. Glenn fired everybody, right? He had to.
The hire is hard. It's like Adam Gase or something. Like that,
no, Gase is in the Chargers. But
that's right. He got. When I saw Adam Gase got hired,
Frank Reich. Come on,
that's right. Frank Reich.
He's been retired. Like even Andrew Luck said, "All right, Frank, time for you to get out of here."
They got him out of retirement.
So who would he want as his quarterback?
Who cares?
Derek Carr.
Listen, right. Derek Carr would make sense, but also, Frank Reich, it doesn't matter who you want. It's who we're going to get. And I think, I think he's more of an Aaron Glenn guy, Kyler Murray, to be honest with you.
I mean, Kyler, you're right with your Atlanta take, Sean. That's certainly a interesting situation there.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to just go Atlanta as well. I think Atlanta ends up with either Tua or Kyler, and you're getting a good price on both of them. So I'll fire in Atlanta again. Cause I don't think they want to waste more draft capital on, you already have Penix. You're getting rid of Kirk Cousins. It seems like you're going to need a decent starter.
Yeah.
Who else is available essentially for free? It's Tua and Kyler Murray. You play both of them. I think there's a good chance they end up with one of those guys.
Yeah. And that's the key, that they're free because they have no money.
Yeah. That's the other thing. You need a mid-level start because we don't know Michael Penix. I think they still want to see what they got in him, but there's a very good chance he's not ready for the start of the season. You got to start someone. Yeah. Give me Atlanta. Kramer, what are you going to do here?
I think I'm also going to play Atlanta.
Okay.
And by the way, there were some very recent comments from the Cardinals that would make me I almost feel like I'm going to play the no here as well.
What's the price on the no?
Let's see what that.
Oh yeah, this is happening. Kyler Murray is not coming. He's not playing for Arizona.
So yeah.
Oh wow, this is even better than the prices. So $100. What would that return you, Ryan? 121. Which actually, sorry, that's less than what was.
So this is,
and it should be because it's more likely that Tua stays than Kyler stays.
Interesting.
Yeah,
just saying money wise.
No, I don't know.
Well, based on some of the recent comments, I guess.
Yeah,
they do seem like they're going to probably move on from
LaFleur
him.
is not coaching Kyler Murray.
All right, so Kramer, you're on Atlanta. What else are you doing?
I think I'm going to let's and put the no. The no. What is it? Minus 400 roughly. Yeah.
I was confused. I have to see Arizona retire. You can do that's just also the no market.
Yes.
Okay. No. Yeah, you could take the no on any of these teams.
Oh, I understand.
But most of these, like once the price gets longer.
I got you.
But yeah, I mean, you could so for let's say Minnesota, right? Like Minnesota is actually a better price than Arizona on the no. And so I think again, this is what makes these.
Ryan already moved the no because it was 132. He got back. Now it's 127.
Oh no, I was on Minnesota there.
No, I know. I'm saying it was.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It was higher.
Just typing it.
I understand what's going on.
But yeah, you can much like the circa markets where they offer a yes no,
right.
You can essentially play the no on anything. So you know,
sure.
Which you think Cleveland's off the table. Let's smash that no. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same. I like the angle. I think both teams move on now that we've talked it out.
Cleveland no is probably a better play than Arizona no. Actually, if it's not that much of a difference of a number.
Cleveland's a dicey situation. You never know.
You do never know. You do never know. With Cleveland.
They have a Pro Bowler.
I know.
Plus,
I'm not touching Deshaun.
A lot of people have gone down to Arizona with a new identity and started fresh. Maybe Deshaun Watson.
I see.
That would be great if they end up trading. So
trade.
Kramer, you're doing Atlanta.
I like your Atlanta take, and I don't. I kind of like CJ's play, but I don't love the price.
So CJ, what are you doing? You're doing Minnesota?
No, I'm taking the Jets.
Okay.
Jets is I mean, you're right. The Jets have to sign the core.
It is very Jetsian.
Yeah, Jetsian. Give me that free no. I'm gonna go back up and put a no on Tua as well. I mean, if money's on the ground, pick it up.
What's that? No on the take the no.
Yeah,
come on,
right.
So they're not coming back to their teams.
That's how I'm going to play these prediction markets. All chalk.
It's
Kramer's the bank.
I mean, I do like being the liquidity.
Minnesota is intriguing, but you're right. They are the chalk, huh?
It's there's a little bit of balance, so it's not if you Minnesota, I think plus 265.
Okay. Give me a little Minnesota action. I mean, what are we talking about here? You're right. The redemption project. It's time.
All right. So you're on Minnesota there as well.
And Jets would pay off nice.
And you see how this works. Like the price that they show you, that's how much the contract is. So we would be purchasing a number of contracts, which if you want to get really geek out, you click on the things and you can see the order book.
Okay.
With the orders coming in. This is how many buys at each level. How many buys at each level? So
like that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You flash this to anyone who has no idea what's going on, and they're going to assume you're doing some
You look
real
like
shit.
you're really intelligent.
All right. So
yeah, let's go before we go to the next guy. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. Get in. Best ball drafting right around the corner. And of course, you can get involved. They already have the best ball drafts up, Ryan, for the 2026 NFL season. Of course, you can also get involved into the pick 'em, play $5, get $75 in bonus funds over at Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna bet you picks, props, sides, and totals. Rhythm has it all. Look at that. And use that promo code SGPN25. Hook you up there. Getting ready to go. They got let's see, bunch of smart signals here for what Rhythm likes in their model. They're doing a great job on some on the college basketball totals. Let's see here. We got in the Not tipping off yet. Okay, Illinois at USC. If you're watching live, Rhythm likes the over 150.5. Illinois at USC. Of course, you can build your own model or just tail Rhythm. Very easy to use. Get set up today. Check out the new Parlay Optimizer. 25% off premium. Promo code SGPN 25. That's RITHMM. Promo code SGPN 25. Kramer, any other markets we want to break down? What a couple more.
Well, I think we got to do Maxx Crosby.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Maxx
Crosby, who has, I mean, this market, we looked at the other two is what, 4,000, 7,000. This market has 45K in it. So what you're going to notice is a lot more, efficient pricing. So like the yes and the no match up.
Okay.
And again, I don't know why it's giving us this weird order here with San Francisco, but, and this one probably has moved less, so probably safe to work off of my sheet. No, wow, all right, it's moved tons since I had this go. 69% he stays with the Vegas Raiders or retires.
Okay,
that seems crazy to me.
Well,
we might be talking about another no here. Doesn't it seem like he's gone?
it does, but the Raiders just came out recently, within today, I believe it was. Or it leaked that their asking price is going to be 2 first-round picks and a premium player, which is basically the Micah Parsons deal, which they're not going to quite get, but they can get something like that. So I think that might have scared some of these markets off.
I mean, pretty remarkable. And I'll be honest, something must have happened since I filled out the sheet, because someone came in with some action. The Los Angeles Rams have catapulted.
It's crazy
up the board, and the Niners have gone down the board. But
he just put out a song where he mentions the Bay Area.
He does, but
I saw it.
So that's backwards though.
And what did he call Vegas? Like the Vay?
The Vay, yeah, which is not something.
No, that's not a thing.
He likes Vegas though. He has said that many times. Let's see, who else do we have? The Bears, a market that's been played.
I gave out the Bears when we talked about this on the VSiN show. I think they could be definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know about the updated price.
So plus 162 looks like the price.
Yeah, not. I forget what I gave it out when we talked on the VSiN show, but now that's a little short because I still think it is pretty up in the air because you have to give up so much picks. Then you also have to have the cap space to re-sign him.
Yeah. I mean so to me, the Rams at 26%. So plus 269.
The Rams actually have more cap space than you think.
Yeah. And they have 2 first-round picks this year because
they do have the first-round picks. You're right. They have 2 first-round picks. They have cap space.
They would fancy themselves a team that is in a window as Stafford isn't getting younger.
It's true.
So to me, the Rams at updated price is 26. Yeah. So 26% on the Rams. So we'd be buying 369 contracts at 25.8 cents.
I mean, I'd obviously argue that secondary would be more of their issue for them, but I can see them making a splash play for it as well.
If guys like this become available,
you grab them.
Shoot your shot. I think 100%. So. And now is there like I also don't disagree with Sean's Bears take. I just think I'd rather take the Rams at the better price.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus 160 versus plus. So it's
I was going to say
great price.
Now that we're doing this now,
so 37% or plus 160 for the Bears, and for the Rams it is 26% or plus 269.
All right.
I was just touting some CLV. There.
Yeah, no, any other teams?
I have 2 long shots that I like on this one. I'm not sure what the updated odds are there though. San Fran is interesting. I didn't like them, but two that fit this window there for capital they have.
San Fran's still 37%, by the way. That's where you gotta dive in and check the updated. So it's pretty expensive still to take.
I don't want. That's what keeps me away from them.
Oh, that would be pretty nasty. Him and Bosa on the same team.
For sure. It'd be pretty intense. New England interests me there.
Well, they got the tool. They got the money. They got the resources.
Money. They can give him someone like Christian Barmore and give him that
19%
and draft picks. Yeah, I like that a lot. And that's, I mean, you can definitely see Max playing with Vrabel, wanting to do that. It's very similar to the Parsons trade, kind of a Parsons light trade there. The Patriots, with Chazon, they call it lightning in a bottle, if you will, but he's going to hit free agency. And Crosby's the type of talent that it just seems like a perfect marriage with him and Vrabel. Now the other one, so put me down for New England, no doubt.
All right, New England 19%.
It's a baby fucking
plus
wheel,
392. Very nice.
Love that one. The other one is Buffalo.
Oh,
now Buffalo, obviously
going off the board.
They got a general manager who obviously is just going to start hauling grenades to save his job. He is hanging on by a thread, and this is what they do. Now, with what they don't do is move mountains to get a number one wide receiver.
No,
they keep bringing in these veteran defensive ends.
I'm in on Buffalo.
It's only plus 372, 20%.
What?
No,
so yeah, no, I know. I'm just telling you. I'm the updated.
Okay.
No, I have a $100 wins you. Oh wait, see, this is weird, right? Because at $10 you get a different percentage than you do at 100.
Oh, because you're moving the number as you're betting.
So if you put $10, you return 134.
Yeah, because you're buying. Each contract is the price that you see, so 7 cents.
Yeah.
So it's an aggregated number. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Now we're finally unwrapping this.
So now what do we do?
This is a good experience for all of us.
Do we buy 10 separate $10? Is that how that works? Or is it once you get the first one, you move the number?
Well, no, I think you it's an aggregate move.
Oh, all right.
So that's a good, but so the price is aggregated over all the contracts. So you're to Sean's point, like your first. So let's say we do $1, right? So $1. So your first contracts are going to pay 13 plus 1,300.
Yeah.
But then you get to this. You'll get to a tier where all of a sudden now we're down to 7 to 1, like half of that. So it's and again back to that idea of being able to see the contracts as they come in. You can see that here, like it went from 1 cent to 25 cents to 41. And so okay.
Yeah,
that's fun.
I'll caveat on.
But you still like the Bills, though.
I still like.
Yeah, I'm taking them.
Wait, so that means if you just picked anyone randomly and put 100 on it, you're going to influence it enough to. I see. Okay.
Yeah. Caveat on Buffalo, they are 75 million over the cap, which would not help.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tricky.
And the player they'll be giving was probably Keon Coleman. I don't know if he's a premier player, but you know what I mean. The Raiders do need some receivers, and he obviously can't stay in the city of Buffalo. So we'll see.
Detroit. I saw Detroit mentioned in the chat.
Interesting.
Any 21%?
It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you add to the strength there. Defensive line does seem like a Dan Campbell guy.
Seattle. They have
Seattle. Now, Seattle's definitely interesting for sure. They're losing their defensive end. So
26% chance.
Yeah, I don't mind Seattle at all.
But
and they have money.
I think in general,
Cowboys could use a Micah Parsons replacement.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with my. He's not going to stay with the Raiders, right? Should we explore the no price?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a little bit on the no. I'll put everyone down for the no.
57.
I mean, the no price is not bad.
It's roughly minus 150. Minus 150. No, you like that?
Yeah, I think that's a good price.
All right, put me down for the no, and put me down for the Rams.
I'm on Buffalo and no, and I already have a little Chicago, but that was. I think the numbers move too much.
I think you're crazy to go Buffalo.
Really? Why? Just because of the cap stuff?
I don't think they can. Yeah, I just don't think they can. I don't think it. I mean, I guess the cap's not real, but
yeah, cap's not real. I like CJ's idea that the guys making a bunch of big swings. Kramer, we didn't talk about your Giants. They're sitting there at 17%. They could use a defensive lineman.
Probably not.
Yeah,
it's probably one of the positions they actually are good at.
Really?
I mean, you can always get more, but I think they have a strong edge room. I'd say Abdul Carter is about to come into year 2 motivated.
Yeah, you're right.
Brian Burns.
They can't give up draft picks. They desperately need them.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if that's the Harbaugh way. I don't know if Harbaugh likes to deal draft assets.
So Ryan, I just have you down for no. What's your guess?
What do you mean? Rams.
Okay.
I had that was my whole. The Rams make the most sense because they have 2 draft picks this year, and I think if you're the Raiders, if you're doing this, I think you definitely want a lot of assets immediately. Maybe you take one next year instead, but yeah, I think it's the Rams, and I think the new of all the long shots that CJ was throwing out. San Francisco, it fits their motto, but New England is an interesting one. I think mark me for New England as well. I'll.
Now, so I was going to get some water there. I heard we are crazy to take Buffalo. Is that what the word
so. I think again, yeah, the cap might be fake, but
$75 million does hurt. I'm not gonna.
Do we want to?
I'll toss on a little New England as well.
Do we want to address the Baltimore stuff?
Sure.
Oh, him to go into Baltimore?
Yeah, it's 14%. Obviously, this is the Lamar Jackson trade.
Or maybe he just ends up there, but if they do a Lamar Jackson trade, I think they would have to include Maxx Crosby, right?
Well, that's a premium player,
right? Yeah, that's a premium player for sure.
That's a premium player.
I don't think you're getting a great price though.
Yeah, I agree. I think much better price the last time we talked about it.
All right, do we do one more, Ryan?
I think we should do one more.
Okay, what's one? What do you want to go with?
I think everyone wants to talk about Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. All right.
As much as I want to talk AJ Brown, I don't. That's not. I don't think that's generally as interesting.
Tyreek Hill's interesting. It's crazy. His odds are
20K volume already, which is pretty interesting.
And if anyone would inside trade his own market, it might be Tyreek Hill. Because look at the Jacksonville price. Yes is 97 cents. It's kind of insane.
I don't get that at all.
Well. Yeah. Okay. So I can only buy because there's only been 97%. So I can take $48 to win $1. No contract. So it's the kind of an irrelevant market. Yeah. Kansas City's probably the.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kansas City is.
Don't they have enough headaches?
Well, and I think people are only saying this because he once played there. I don't know if that's
played for there. And Rashee Rice just had his little discrepancies in the law with the law today that came out. But also, what Tyreek Hill has is his speed, even if it's not 100% of what he used to be.
Yeah,
that's basically what he's giving you. And there you have a couple speed guys, especially with Xavier Worthy. I don't know if he even really fits in more with what the Chiefs want to do there. I mean, he's a huge injury risk, let alone his off the field.
Yeah, well,
stuff.
and also, will he be ready for the beginning of the season?
He tore his Achilles and his knee,
his knee is dislocated.
Yeah, and his knee dislocation.
I'll say this though, he does feel like a Baltimore Raven, Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
couldn't
Lamar's
you just?
Boy?
I just
does he get paid? Like what kind of contract is he?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know.
Tyreek.
It's going to be a 1 year prove it contract, right?
Yeah,
like 1 year, 20 million or something like that.
I just could totally see him as a Raven. And now some of the other interesting teams, Patriots. I don't know if they're going to want to deal with him.
Ravens are plus 128.
Well, depending on what price
or how much.
Yeah, $10. The payout's 41.
Sure, 23% chance versus a 42% chance. It's a pretty big market move.
Yeah,
we are powerful here.
We're shifting
moving
the markets. Baltimore is interesting to me. Buffalo, you would think, but I don't know, man. Do you really think he ends up being a Bill? I don't. In division, I guess he's a free agent, so they can't stop him from that. But
I don't quite understand. It's hard for me to understand what team. Like the reason Kansas City is interesting is because what teams would actually sign him?
Right. The Las Vegas Raiders would sign him for damn sure. If there's ever a Raider, it's Tyreek Hill.
Henry Ruggs role.
Yeah, absolutely. He can mentor him when he comes back off probation. But what I really like though is actually the Chargers.
Oh yeah, I was on my list.
Yeah, I mean, you got McDaniels, obviously, who loves him and loves him with the offense, you know, and they need it. Obviously, Keenan Allen is not that guy. I mean, we all love Ladd, but he took him definitely to step back. They needed a deep threat. And
I'm with you. This is a great one.
Yeah, give me McDaniels reuniting with Tyreek Hill.
I'm firing on it. Just did. L.A. Chargers. Let's go. San Diego Superchargers.
Do they need receivers?
Yes, they do need receivers.
Keenan Allen's
crazy.
done.
I like this angle.
Yeah. The Mike McDaniel angle definitely helps.
Yep.
He's a guy who wants to be in LA. Harbaugh gets him in line.
The Chargers have plenty of money too if they need to pay Hill. I mean, they have the third most salary cap space in the league this offseason, besides McDaniels there. Obviously, and of course they need some receiver help, and they got to pair him with the quarterback that McDaniels always wanted. Your favorite guy, Justin Herbert. I mean,
Herbie the love bug.
Tank for Tua. I'll take a piece of the Chargers. I'll also, I don't understand. I think it's probably, if I'm going to look at these other, I think it's probably the Bills, because I think again, what teams would actually do it?
Right, Bills would definitely do it.
Well, and you could see Tyreek Hill wanting a little revenge. Yeah. So you stay in division. You got to play the Dolphins.
So you're taking the Ravens, Sean?
I don't know. The price isn't great, but he just seems like such a Baltimore Raven. I don't know. I'll stay away. I'll just go with the Chargers. It's a good mix of like makes sense, decent enough price. Kramer, what are you doing? You're on Chargers. You do anything else?
I think the Chargers and the Bills.
Bills is a good play. I mean, obviously they're not going to re-sign Brandon Cooks.
No, I've seen some people speculating the Giants should sign him.
No way.
They need a receiver
relationship. I don't know if I'd want Tyreek Hill to be my Malik Neighbors role model. I know Jameis is in the building and his powers are very strong.
That would be great. Great offensive room.
Did you hear how many more years Jameis wants to play for?
No.
12.
Yeah, 12 more years.
12 more years. This guy's the best. Just give him a 10-year contract to be the backup for the next. He's amazing. I guess he's going to want to be a starter.
Yeah.
Jameis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he seems to embrace the backup role. All right, so I'll just stick with just the Chargers. CJ on the Chargers, Kramer on the Chargers, and the Bills. Tyreek Hill's next destination.
Real quick, I guess we should probably just mention it. So, do you want to comment on AJ Brown?
I mean,
market's pretty juicy. 11K volume.
According to Derek Gunn, who's very plugged in.
Yep.
The Eagles have no intention of trading AJ Brown.
I don't believe that.
Now that could just be Howie trying to drive the price
Absolutely.
up. So
now it's right. How old is AJ Brown now? Is he 29?
That sounds right.
So it's not unprecedented.
28.
28. So it's
but
not.
He will be 29 next season.
He'll be 29, I think, before season. Whatever. Same thing. So I don't think they're getting a first round for him, is what I'm trying to say. But you look at like when Diggs was traded to Houston, Mari Cooper to Buffalo. There's been receivers at that age that got pretty good, decent return. So I think if Howie gets a nice, decent return, and AJ Brown's better than those guys, I can see him going to places like Buffalo and New England are the top two candidates that obviously need him. Baltimore interests me in this market, to be honest with you. Just the thought of Lamar, Henry, and AJ Brown out there, that seems very Baltimore-ish.
Yeah.
I would like to play that. New England and Buffalo are the two chalk for good reason. But yeah, I like Baltimore in that market, to be honest with you. I think they will trade him, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yep. I think they should.
And you think 0%, Sean?
Oh no, I wouldn't say 0%. I think it's definitely a real chance.
Wait, so Derek Gunn is the same guy that was a clown when he was reporting about Jalen Hurts earlier in the season, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying he's
100%.
I didn't say I agreed with
you
it.
You said very plugged in though.
Yeah, he's plugged in on some things, other things not.
He's not allowed in the building anymore. I don't think he's allowed in the building.
So that's probably a red flag.
Okay.
I'm saying so. I don't know.
So maybe we shouldn't take his advice on AJ Brown.
In a weird way, it kind of makes me think the fact that Derek Gunn's the one reporting it kind of makes me think it's more likely.
Right, 100%. They want to give him misinformation. They want Derek Gunn to look bad.
They don't like Derek Gunn.
No, they do not. Yeah, he's been fired from a couple jobs out there. I like Derek Carr, but whatever. He's I think they trade AJ Brown, get some capital back. Howie's good on that. You always want to do it earlier than later. Now's the time, obviously. Then you ship Tanner McKee down to Miami, get Waddle back there, fire up those Opoi tickets. Now we have the Alabama trio of Hurts, Devontae, and Waddle.
Oh, okay.
I mean, let's go.
Waddle is available, it seems.
It sure is.
There's a lot of smoke about teams trying to trade for him.
Yeah.
Do you think Howie would trade him in conference?
Yeah, of course. Howie's obviously not dumb, and you can trade in division for crying out loud.
If he trades him to the Giants, that tells you all you need to know.
You
about
get the
where
best
he's
values that you can back. You don't worry about having to play them. You know, again, like
what do you think the Eagles will get for him?
For AJ Brown? I think they can get like a second and a fifth.
I think they'll get a first rounder. I don't think they're trading him without getting a first rounder back.
Niners? You think they would trade him to the Niners?
I don't know. I think they'd be more inclined to trade him.
I will say this: it's not
out of conference.
Niners is a possibility, but the reason why Buffalo and New England are the chalk because you want these teams with the windows and need that strong number one now.
They're desperate
because the wide receiver market or draft. I know the draft's pretty deep with them this year, wide receivers and some other.
Now the 49ers need someone to replace Ayuk. AJ Brown with his hamstrings, I'm sure wouldn't fare well next to the substation.
Already ready for him to leave the team. I like that.
But honestly, I will take. I'll take him to stay. 39% chance. $100 returns you $245. I get the smoke, but I think it's way more than 50-50 that he's back on the team.
One more dark horse.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh Steelers. Reunite him with college teammate DK Metcalf.
The problem is, you think he's going to be happy with Aaron Rodgers or whoever else the Steelers trot out?
It's not the Eagles' job to make sure he's happy wherever he goes next. I mean,
do you think they want him to be happy?
Right, they got to be a punishment.
No, but I think the team trading for him should factor that in.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Good point.
Like. I don't know. Maybe Mike McCarthy's not plugged in.
That's Buffalo.
Is it? Yeah, it's Buffalo.
It's 100% Buffalo.
No, Buffalo being the chalk,
or even
sense.
New England. They say that. I mean, I don't buy the whole Vrabel reunion with New England. Like that's a like a sticking point for.
He doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care about that nonsense.
I think Buffalo would be is the best odds at the best price and makes the most sense because Buffalo, it is a way for them to get everyone off your back. Oh, you want a star receiver? Finally, we got one.
Finally, after the last 40 that we've tried, we're not signing Josh Palmer.
Yeah,
there was a report that the Broncos were a team to watch in terms of making.
I heard that as well. I don't mind that one.
Making a surprisingly strong move.
Yeah,
he would love Bo Nix. I would say Buffalo. If you're playing anyone besides the Eagles, I would go Buffalo. But I'll just play the Eagles. CJ's on Baltimore.
Yep,
which makes sense as well. Kramer, what are you doing?
I think.
Are you playing your Giants? Do you want him on the Giants?
I mean, people should know that the reports about him following Jackson Dart and Malik Neighbors on Instagram and wearing a Giant shirt.
Yep.
Very quickly you can debunk, like, he's been following those guys for a while, and that Giant shirt picture is from
it's from 2017.
Yeah, a number of years ago. So I don't think. And I don't think Harbaugh sees that kind of behavior and says,
but do you want him on your team?
Well, I want Harbaugh guys. He's not a Harbaugh guy. He doesn't
you don't
love
want AJ
football.
Brown. So if the Giants trade for AJ Brown, you'd be disappointed.
I mean, I don't really want a receiver at that age who acts like a fucking bitch. He's a great player. I don't know if that's the role model I want around Malik Neighbors.
So this is Kramer's giving himself an out because then
what do you mean?
If he's brought in, then if there's anyone that can, then Harbaugh will fix him.
I don't think he's fixable. Okay. I don't think Harbaugh sees him
fixable.
I don't think he's fixable. He's fucking reading books on the sideline.
You should pray that Malik Neighbors has a career like AJ Brown. Right?
Well, I know. Well, it looks like he's following with his injury history for sure. And then if you put AJ Brown at MetLife Stadium, that's just a recipe for this.
I will.
I mean, AJ Brown's had a very good career.
Yeah, I think
Very good career.
If Malik Neighbors
is hitting beneath his median output in
he
the
had-
simulations,
AJ
if he
Brown?
ends up as AJ Brown.
He'd be happy to have an AJ Brown.
yeah, come on.
I'll say that.
8,000 yards receiving, 56 touchdowns.
Oh,
That's
what does Malik Neighbors already have in his career, and he's only played like 20 games.
Okay, I'm just saying to act like they're
Like I said, they're both injury prone.
yeah, and
Malik is
he's
more,
not going to
but,
have
I
a
mean, but-
he's not going to have a full season next year. Malik Neighbors,
What do you mean?
he's not starting week 1.
So let's. So first year he had 1,200 yards in 13 games as a game start as a rookie. So he's sitting on 1475 in his career in 17 games.
How many games has he played in 2 years?
17.
Okay, so he's averaging 8.5 games
Having
a year.
a season-ending injury in one of the years is probably a small sample size.
And,
But why did he only play 13 his rookie year?
Yeah, the bullshit concussion police. Remember?
Oh, okay.
in the Travis Scott concert was involved. But
yeah,
there was
because the concussion's bullshit. Thank you, CJ, for pointing that out.
no, trust me, as a man who as someone who had a ticket for him to lead the league in receptions, I was not happy with those 2 games being
You know what?
erased. He was right there in it, but you know,
Sean, give me the no for the Giants.
What is that priced at?
Let's see.
how far down you got to go for that?
I can win $5 with $100 investment.
Okay.
$5 on the floor,
Lock
you
it
pick it up.
Yeah,
So
lock that up.
Ryan's only play is no on the New
No,
York
I'm on
Giants.
Buffalo. I'm on Buffalo. You gotta engage with.
You got to take Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo makes sense.
Buffalo's gonna pick up one of these guys, right?
Yeah, they have to. Put me down for a little Buffalo with my Baltimore as well.
Also, Buffalo feels like the most fleeceable by Howie. Like if you want to,
yes,
I think I don't think the Giants also the Giants aren't doing it. Like Harbaugh's not getting fleeced by Howie. Fucking football guy.
Harbaugh's not the GM there, right? He's got to talk to.
No, he's the GM.
He's got to
Well,
talk
there
to
was a
Shane.
report that came out.
Oh, the reports have been amazing.
Who's
by
the
way.
new GM
That
for the
article
Giants?
about him getting up at 4 a.m., him flexing like that. I mean, my
Still squats 405,
my
Sean.
God,
Who?
with this nonsense. Harbaugh. It's
63 years
The New
old.
York media is
It's
hilarious.
so funny.
It's the first year is like this crazy glazing and and then they just slowly turn.
Well, then there's the reporting on Harbaugh.
you should read the early table.
There's a
stuff.
reporting, and then there's a reporting on like what the actual true reporting. There's like 3 different Harbaugh narratives going on. It's hilarious. Not
We
that
have
it's
a
on
mole
Harbaugh.
at their dinner,
Right. What him trying to say? No, of course we're all going to join together.
so
No,
they can be 5 and 12
yeah,
this year.
no one believes you guys are an entire think tank. Of course you're speak to the owner. No, we know you're not talking to Sheen and for anything.
So the funny part is that the guy that he fired that had been with the Giants for 30 plus years, Abrams, a lot of people felt he was the mole that fed,
sure.
and there was no scoops on the Giants coaching hires after they fired him. Well, the report that came out essentially said that Joe Shane, it was in reaction to them hiring Dawn Aponte, I think is her name, who comes from a role with the NFL itself. And she is reporting directly to Harbaugh. She is going to be like what Abrams was, which is like overseeing football operations. It was then someone, I don't know if it was an aggregator or one of the, someone kind of twisted it to say Joe Shane has been pushed to basically just being the guy who's running scouting.
Yeah. So he's not doing much. Joe
No,
Shane.
I'm explaining how that since a number of the beat reporters have kind of clarified it on the Giants' behalf that that's not the case.
But do you think they'll bring in a real GM next year?
There's been a couple of examples of it because
normally you want your GM and coach kind of on the same page, but now
they seem to be on the same page.
Oh, the page is Harbaugh's in charge.
Yeah, I'm in the first chapter.
I mean, the fact that
you're in the back of the book.
He set his contract to say, I don't have to listen to you,
right.
means he's in charge.
Well, that's not exactly what the contract was set to say, but yes, the idea
he clearly
was that
flexed.
He needed to make. That was less about Joe Shane and more about like the members of the family in the like being able to rip out some of the long-standing weeds. And I do also think it means Joe Shane has been pushed to the side where if he doesn't agree with Harbaugh, he's going to be going to lose the tiebreaker. So it sounds like what Joe Shane is doing a really good job of doing what Harbaugh wants him to do, which is a great way to stick around. Now there have been examples.
Harbaugh's not running anything by Joe Sheen. He's telling him what he's going to do.
But the I believe it was the Texans where new coach comes in and then they fire the GM after the draft. I think there's a rule about GM hires that you can't really do a ton of movement until after the draft anyway because of the Howie Roseman whine and complain rule.
No, well, you don't want them taking their whole draft.
Now Sean's echoing the whining and complaining.
No, that makes sense.
How many years in a row have the Giants had a press conference to say Joe Sheen's still the general manager? It seems like they just copy and paste that same release, and they're like,
and I think he doesn't have his contract. Like it's very rare to have a GM on a last year of a deal,
right?
And so I think it speaks. You're either going to see them give him re-sign him because Harbaugh likes him.
There's no way that happens.
Or I legit think he could be gone after the draft.
Okay, that would make more sense. I mean, it almost blew up the entire Harbaugh deal. It was a deal breaker if Sheen was involved at all. Well, that he was not even above him to his same level. But
again, I think what's come out, while that was certainly part of it, I think it was less about the current GM and more about giving him the autonomy to make changes anywhere in the building. And so when he fired Abrams and he moved the head athletic trainer to the side, those were like earth shattering power moves by Harbaugh. And so, the Joe Shane piece of it, I mean, I'm sure neither of you watched the introductory press conference, but if you had,
I read the Andy Rappaport article. I've been reading a lot of articles.
But if you had, I was
push-ups.
I was more just Joe Shane was incredibly nervous at that introductory press conference when he was just going up there to introduce John Harbaugh.
Yeah, I did see that. It was hilarious.
It
was hilarious actually.
It was one of those things where Joe Shane has looked nervous before on the mic.
Yeah.
But not in a situation that should have been pressure free, where it's just like, hey,
I saw that.
Here's welcome the next coach of the New York Football Giants.
Harbaugh's got one weed to pull out.
Now, who would fire? Would Steve Tisch be involved in firing? He's still in that. I mean, he's
a great scout himself.
Two consenting adults in the room,
I will say that I would imagine the Giants are going to have to make some sort of comment before the combine, because I don't think you want Harbaugh answering these questions. I don't think you want Joe Shane.
Is Joe Shane a pro or civilian?
And I think it's worth pointing out that Steve Tisch, the Tisch portion of the ownership group, Steve Tisch only owns 1/3.
He keeps separating.
So
absolutely.
I think what we'll see is Steve's brother and sister maybe take on his share.
Oh, okay.
And he gets sent to the island forever. I also have
mentioned. Seems like he likes the island.
I have also mentioned that the Koch family that we were also mentioning during the Wichita State preview on our basketball show. Them coming in as a 10% minority stake this offseason was kind of out of left field, and maybe it was to position to make sure there was enough to divest Mr. Tisch all the way.
Yeah,
I had to have seen this coming.
Well, it's a family program. It's a family organization over there.
Well, he's a movie. He's always stayed out.
Mike Florio defended it, said nothing, not necessarily illegal, which is not true at all. But it's just amazing. It's amazing that they really haven't. And the statement that he did make was that statement, which was worse than no statement whatsoever.
It is crazy. The rest of the Giants.
I can't believe they haven't bought him out.
Silence is
just got him out. Just get him out of there. It's crazy.
Well, the reports are that the silence is at the behest of the NFL because everything needs to be sorted out.
Fair enough. Well, they got to figure out how many more owners are on that list.
Well, that's why. I mean, that's why Steve Tisch's comment came. Exactly. There's been a handful, but the Steve Tisch or whatever note that came out Friday before the Super Bowl off week.
Amazing.
I don't think. They have to address it before. You can't put the last thing you want to do is have Harbaugh have to deal with that bullshit at the combine. I mean, can you imagine? Just wants to talk about football.
The off season's officially here.
Football. America. Loves presidents.
Yeah, he does love presidents. He loves America.
All of them.
He does.
Football.
All the presidents he does love.
Yep. He's met them all.
It's an honor.
Good times as always. Again, Kalshi, promo code SGPN. Get in on the action. Good times. Check out CJ Bottom Line Bombs. When we return tomorrow, we'll be talking more college basketball. And of course, as always,
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the Money Greenies. Ryan.
We have basketball, but more importantly, we have more Mac conversation.
Oh yes,
Kramer, let it ride.
I want better fucking execution. I'm wet.
I gave out 110 to 1 and a 40 to 1 for the golf this week.
What do you like in the golf?
Harris English is my 40 to 1. I like him a lot.